Do you ever feel like your job is just modern day slavery? You grind all week, sacrificing your dreams for a paycheck that barely covers the basics. And then by the end of the month, your bills are paid, but your bank account still looks like it's on life support. Don't get me wrong, work is vital for your survival. And the right job definitely equips you with the valuable skills in life. But here's the brutal truth. Because in 2025, 59% of Americans can't cover a $1,000 emergency expense. That's more people living paycheck to paycheck than ever before. More people drowning in debt. More people holding up cardboard signs at intersections, caught in a financial loop that's like a never-ending Groundhog Day. But here's the thing. You don't have to be one of them. There's a massive shift that's happening right now. The system that once promised us security is crumbling. And with it comes opportunity for those who can see it. Now, I've been doing some deep research, and if we position ourselves right, we can break free from this cycle and step into something way better. So why do I call this system a soul-sucking robotic existence? Because to a corporation, you're no different from a machine. The same task, the same grind, the same time, same disposable employee number. Sure, they're gonna act like they care. That's part of the game. Good company culture is gonna keep you productive. But let's be real. Would they hesitate to replace you if it saved them money? Not everyone is built for this system. Some of us are creators. Some of us are misfits. And if you've ever felt like you don't belong in a world of taking orders, that's because you don't. It's time to start thinking differently. So the first thing that you want to get good at doing is following the money. I was watching this video. There's this YouTube video that was uploaded 7 years ago, Elon Musk predicting the future where robots are going to replace conventional jobs, and he suggested that universal basic income is going to have to be a solution. Now keep in mind, when these billionaires start predicting things, it's because they're part of the future that they're creating. And when you're talking about UBI or universal basic income, here's the spoiler alert. Because that's going to keep you just at the poverty line anyway. The reality is that these low-skilled, displaced workers are going to be left out to dry. But here's the good news. There's never been a better time to monetize individual creativity, especially when it's fueled by purpose. People joke around, yeah, don't worry. Once they realize that robots don't pay taxes, they're going to make us go back to work. But you got to be real in this situation because they've already thought that through. Why do you think they're talking about getting rid of taxes altogether? Now, here's what most people miss. Because there's no shortage of people predicting a dystopian future, but at the same time, there's no shortage of new opportunities either. The creator economy alone is projected to grow by another $300 billion by 2030. So the real question is, how do we find meaning in this attention economy or the creator economy? The future is not about finding jobs. It's more about finding purpose through your own work, because corporations are not going to need human beings to work like machines anymore. We got to face the facts. Machines are going to do it. They're that advanced already. But the actual people, we're going to need each other more than ever. So let me list off a couple of things where your true value will be exchanged. It's not in labor, but it's in human connection. It's in leadership and vision. It's in creativity and innovation. It's in empathy and emotional support. It's in education and mentorship. It's in community. It's in mental and physical well-being. It's in conflict resolution. It's in artistic expression. And it's in adventure and exploration. This is the next industrial revolution. But this time, social capital will be the currency. In this era, it's not about the currency in our hands. It's the currency in our convictions. We're not just a rebellion against some status quo. We're challenging a system that suffocates the essence of human potential. In a world of automation, your value isn't in your job, it's in your humanity. Machines are going to handle the soulless, repetitive tasks. I mean, that's good news. But human ingenuity, that's going to become a luxury proposition, because automation might replace labor, but it can never replace the human need for significance. Don't forget that. Why human-to-human connection is going to matter more than ever? A computer can give you cold, hard facts, but let's say you're really struggling, right? You don't want a machine's analysis. You want reassurance from someone who's already been in your shoes. Imagine a world where your digital therapist can't really feel what you're saying. You're just spitting out data. Your AI buddy generates cool ideas, but lacks the spark of real creative chemistry that happens amongst other people. Your robot mentor teaches you facts, but never sees the potential in you that you don't see yourself. Now, if it sounds empty, it's because AI is really good at remixing the past, but humans can create the future. Only humans can do that. Like, what are those unexpected eureka moments? That pure human consciousness? An algorithm is only a carbon copy of the creative genius that happens when people bounce ideas off each other over coffee or at the gym or on a hike or something like that, or a late night conversation. And when life throws gray areas at us, whether it's an ethical dilemma or probably something like a personal crisis, do you really want a robot making the call on that? We need more human intuition. So here's where humans will always outshine machines. Leadership and vision. AI can analyze data, but it can't rally people around a mission or make a bold human-centered decision that changes the course of history. Look, true leadership requires intuition, emotional intelligence, and the courage to take risks. Community and connection. AI can simulate a chat, but it can't replace the real energy. Think about a live comedy show, or the power of a protest, or the warmth of a family gathering. And then inspiration and mentorship. AI can teach you things like Python, but it can't ignite passion like a teacher who sees something in you that nobody else sees. Healing and motivation. A machine can diagnose, but it can't replace a therapist's nonverbal reassurance. Look, 55% of the way humans communicate is through body language. Or a coach that's in tune enough to know when to push you to your limits. Negotiation and conflict resolution. AI can calculate outcomes, but reading a room, sensing emotions, or finding peace within the chaos, that's human empathy. Art and expression. AI can generate music and paintings, but can it capture the soul of human experience? Art isn't just creation, it's nuanced. It's connection. Adventure and discovery. A robot can explore, but sharing the story, feeling the thrill, that's what makes adventure worth it. So the future belongs to those who adapt. The old factory system where humans are just cogs in a machine is fading away. What's replacing it though? A future where your unique value is the key. But here's the catch. You gotta be prepared for the shift that's coming. Because in a world where automation is king, what makes us human, our connections, our understanding, the shared laughter and tears, that's what we will appreciate most. So let's keep that human essence alive, because in the end, that's what makes life purposeful. So if your job feels like a trap, it's time to rethink your path. If you're stuck in a job that barely covers your commute, your rent, your food, while enriching CEOs who wouldn't eat or feed that food to their children, it's time to wake up. Don't wait. Start brainstorming. Start sketching down ideas. Getting creative. Right now, a JOB might stand for just over broke, but with universal basic income on the horizon, you can soon find yourself just under broke, owning nothing and being unhappy. So let's be real. UBI isn't a solution. It's more like an unproductive basic installment, or an unsustainable breadline initiative, or an utterly bare income. Because here's the truth. No one is going to hand you wealth or success or prosperity. The system is not designed that way. So what do? 2 moves I'm going to give you to stay ahead in an automated driven world. Number 1, get skills that robots can't replace. Machines are coming for repetitive jobs first, but these are the skills that they can't replicate. Ones that make you indispensable. Creative genius, writing, music, art, and design. AI can assist, but it can't match the raw originality of the human mind, body, and soul. Now, real healthcare, teaching, counseling, where connection matters, that's going to be irreplaceable. So, the action step. Pick one that really resonates with you or correlates with one of those that resonate with you, then go all in. Read books. Take online courses, workshops. Find a mentor. Number 2, connect like it's your job. In a world driven by automation, your network is your net worth plus your safety net. So Community vibes, volunteer, join clubs, attend events. You want to surround yourself with people who share your vision and your values. Digital networking. LinkedIn is great, but don't sleep on the niche social groups, Discord communities, or mastermind forums. Mentor up and mentor down. Learn from the best. Share what you know. Teaching is going to lock in your expertise and expand your influence. Look into building a school community, SKOOL, to bring together like-minded people who want more out of life. Now, it may not be the best option. There might be other options, but look into it. It's not just about avoiding the 9-to-5 trap. It's about developing skills and building relationships and creating a life where you thrive, not just survive from 9 to 5. The future is not going to wait, and neither should you. We're not merely just against a faceless system. We're for the vibrant beating heart that refuses to conform to the algorithms dictating our lives. Your humanity is your greatest asset in an automated world. Empathy, authenticity, passion, creativity, connection. In this era of automation, remember, your value comes from source. You have the power to connect, to create, and to inspire in magnificent ways. You're not just part of the future, you actually shape the future. Why your energy matters more than ever. Walk into any grocery store and you'll see it. Sometimes you'll see this happen where the cashier with the bright smile and the good energy has a long line of people that line up in that line, and then the other person with the sour face and the bad energy stands idle, alone, just staring off into space with an attitude. Now, when machines take over all the mundane jobs, who do you think is going to thrive? The ones with the great energetic currency that's flowing through them on a daily basis, because human connection is going to be more valuable than ever. Machines will handle all the tasks, but your attitude, your presence, your ability to connect is going to define your success. Look, by enriching your community, you enrich your life. Creativity is not a luxury when you're struggling to pay bills. It's survival in a world that's dominated by automation. Look, don't treat creativity as an afterthought or something that you'll get around to. Literally make time for it. Make time for your talent, because in a world where robots do all the routine, your ideas, your art, your personality is what's going to set you apart. Every major leap in human history came from someone who thought differently, who solved problems and pushed boundaries. That's what's going to separate you from the masses. And some people might say, but what if I'm not creative or good at connecting? You got to understand this. Creativity isn't just art, it's problem solving. And connection isn't talent, it's a skill. You cultivate it. And if you can speak, you can connect. But the real question isn't if you can do it, but if you're willing to learn. Some people might ask, how are these human skills really going to pay the bills? What you got to understand is the future economy is less about labor and it's more about value. You know the robot that patrols around Stop and Shop, beeping all the time? That robot works more hours than any human being I know, and it doesn't get a paycheck. So it's your empathy, it's your authenticity, and your community building that are growing in demand. People pay for what's in demand. These aren't just skills, they're literally a currency in a world where machines are going to do the rest. Mastery is going to be more important, and a half-baked skill is not going to cut it. The way to stand out is to get obsessed. Find solace and refuge in honing your craft. Because while most people are too distracted to even get far enough to stand out, you can go all in. There's nothing wrong with being a workaholic towards your objective while you got the energy to do it. It's almost March 2025. The world is shifting. It's time to break free from the invisible chains that are limiting us. Now is the time to get savvy and take action. The human spirit thrives in tangible experiences and genuine connections, and the raw, unfiltered moments that make life worth living. We have a chance right now to shape a future where our communities don't just survive, they thrive. Your commitment and your dedication is going to be like the light that cuts through that fog of uncertainty, like a lighthouse that's guiding you toward your success. So let's get busy. And if you're feeling frustrated or stuck, watch my video, 3 game-changing ways to level up your energetic frequency.